Do you have a Singer Bentwood case that needs a little bit of love? Today, I'm going to show you how I cleaned this Bentwood case of my Singer sewing machine that I have recently surface cleaned. This 112-year-old Bentwood case requires some gluing, polishing of the metal parts, and just overall cleaning. Let's start with the gluing. I am using wood glue and a very thin spatula called a putty blade. At this point, I wasn't sure if I had to remove the hardware or leave it. I ended up removing the latch so I can glue it better. After wiping excess off with a damp cloth, I then use a clamp and let it dry overnight. To prepare the cover for some general cleaning, I remove the wooden handle. Remember to put the things together so it is easy to put them back again later. Then, I use Gojo without pumice to clean the wood of years of dirt. Here, I am using a fine pad for cleaning. Then, I wipe it off with a cotton cloth. The upper part of the cover has signs of the veneer splitting and the veneer lifting, and so I work on this part gently. After cleaning it with Gojo, I also use Murphy's oil soap with a 4-0 steel wool to remove some of the splattered paint on the top of the surface. I'm also gentle around the Singer design because I don't know how it will react to Gojo. And now for the base of the Bentwood case. After dusting it lightly, I let Gojo do its work in cleaning the wood and wipe it with a cotton cloth. I started with a 4-0 steel wool, then continued using fine pad on the wood surfaces of the base. This fine pad comes in a bigger size and I just cut what I need. Now that I know that Gojo will clean wood, but I also wanted to see if Gojo will clean the metal parts. It seems to work, so I will proceed to clean all of the hardware with Gojo. But because I can't unscrew this hardware from the wood base, I will clean them the best way I can, still attached to the base. Now I don't know what metal this is, but it is so dirty that I don't know if Gojo will work. To my surprise, it also works, so I will unscrew this so I can work on it even more. I used the copper bristled brush to remove the surface dirt. Then I dabbed isopropyl alcohol and then sanded it with an 800 grit sandpaper. Then I polished it with Wenol, buffing it using a cotton cloth. I do the same thing for this one, but this time just with alcohol and sandpaper. And with lots and lots of sanding. But wow, look at the difference. Now let's work on the other one. For the latch handle, I dabbed it with alcohol, sanded with 800 grit, and then just buffed it with a cotton cloth. For the wooden handle, I cleaned it with Gojo, and for the handles, I also cleaned it with Gojo and used a 4-0 steel wool, toothbrush, and sandpaper. I did the same thing for the other metal parts too. Now back to the top cover of the Bentwood case. I apply liquid dye to the wood using cotton cloth. I use the word dye because it is water-based. I did this twice, letting it dry in between coats. This is the wooden handle after 2 coats of dye. Now I will show you how I glaze the handle with a clear coat. I use a brush because the handle is round and to make sure I get into the grooves of the wooden handle. I do 2 coats of glaze, letting it dry for 24 hours in between coats. When dry, I can now put all the hardware back. I do not mind the dings and the dents on the wood case. I see it as part of its character and part of its age. After all, it dates back to 1910. So as long as I was able to make it clean and bring out a bit of richness in the wood, I am happy. In short, I was able to give it some love. And if you want to see the sewing machine that was inside this Bentwood case, watch the next video. Thanks for watching!